Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make some sense of the dizzying world of corporate filings, and boy do we have a fun one today. It seems our subject has been busy selling shares, and they are letting everyone know about it. Today, we are diving into a current report, an 8K filing from Amaze Holdings Incorporated. This is like a quick bulletin from the company to the public, usually about big events that happen suddenly. Think of it as a company's immediate news flash. The key date here is the 21st of November, 2025. That is when the main event we're talking about today occurred. This is Amaze Holdings Incorporated, and they are registered in Nevada. Their stock is traded on the NYSE American under the ticker symbol Amaze. Now, what is really interesting about this report is what happened on the 21st of November. So, Amaze Holdings decided to offer more of their company, essentially to the public. They filed what is called a prospectus supplement. This is a legal document that says, hey, we want to sell more of our stock to raise money. They are going to sell an additional $18,106,838 worth of their common stock. This is happening through something called the market offering. What does the market offering mean? Imagine a company has stock, and instead of holding a big sale all at once, they can sell their stock gradually directly into the stock market at the current market price. It is like a slow drip of shares. And they are working with a company called Ladenburg Thalmann and Company Incorporated to make this happen. This isn't the first time they've done this through this agreement. They had already registered to sell up to about $7 million worth of stock with the same agent, Ladenburg, and they've already managed to sell a good chunk of that, almost $6.9 million worth of stock. So they are actively raising capital by selling their own shares into the market. Now, why is this important for us as investors or observers? When a company sells more of its stock, it can have a few effects. On one hand, it means they are bringing in new money, which they can use for growth, paying off debt, or other strategic moves. Companies often do this when they see opportunities or need a cash injection. But, on the other hand, each new share sold means that the ownership pie is being sliced into more pieces. So, if you owned a certain percentage of the company before, your percentage ownership will decrease if more shares are issued. This is called dilution. It is like if you had 10% of a pizza and then more slices are added, your original 10% now represents a smaller portion of the whole pizza. Whether this is good or bad really depends on how the company uses the money they raise. If they invest it wisely and it leads to future growth that outpaces the dilution, then it can be a positive move. If they just use it to tread water, then it might not be as beneficial for existing shareholders. This entire process of selling more shares is being done under a larger plan. A registration statement on something called Form S-3. They filed this back in August of 2025, and it was approved in September. This is a standard filing for companies to register securities they plan to offer. Now, there is another important detail here. Amaze Holdings has checked a box indicating they are an emerging growth company. This is a designation given to companies with total annual gross revenues of less than a certain amount. It allows them to take advantage of certain flexibilities and reduced reporting requirements under the law. It suggests they are likely a smaller, growing company, which aligns with why they might be actively raising capital through share sales to fuel that growth. This whole topic falls under other events in the report. It is a significant event because it directly impacts the company's capital structure and potential future value. Finally, the report lists out the supporting documents. These include an opinion from a law firm, Maslon LLP, about the validity of these shares being issued. It is good to see that outside legal counsel is confirming the correctness of these share issuances, adding a layer of confidence in the process. They also include their consent and the interactive data file, which makes it easier for people like us to analyze their financial information. So, what is the big picture here? Amaze Holdings Incorporated is actively selling more of its stock to raise capital. They are offering a significant amount, almost $18.1 million worth, on top of what they've already sold. As an emerging growth company, this is a common strategy to fund expansion. They've got the legal framework in place, and independent opinions confirm the validity of these actions. From a Warren Buffett perspective, we always want to know why a company is raising money and how they plan to use it. Are they investing in profitable ventures that will generate returns greater than the cost of capital and the dilution, or are they just trying to stay afloat? This report doesn't tell us the specific use of funds, but the sheer amount being offered suggests a clear push for growth or expansion. As emerging companies, this is often a necessary step. But it's crucial for investors to keep a close eye on how effectively this new capital is deployed. The key risk here is dilution, and it is a constant balance for these companies between needing funds to grow and preserving the value for existing shareholders. If this money fuels substantial revenue increases or market share gains in the near future, it could be a very smart move. If not, shareholders might see their stake get smaller without a corresponding increase in the company's overall value. Alright, that is our breakdown of Amaze Holdings Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on the company's decision to issue more stock? Do you think it is a sign of strength or a cause for concern? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis helped you decode this corporate action, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. And of course, subscribe for more deep dives into the world of finance. Remember, we have a Discord channel linked in the description where you can connect with other enthusiasts and dive deeper into these topics. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.